We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have played excellent baseball of late. They'll try to bring their win streak to a baker's dozen next. Adrian Hauser will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Amed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The shortstop, Amed Rosario.
First offering on its way. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Amed Rosario goes down for the first out of the game. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Over to third, but it's thrown away.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does this smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
He's set. The 2-2. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Here now's the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain, to get us started in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Batting second, the shortstop, Brandon.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. In is Christian Yelich, and something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. Cain runs. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. And some trouble now in right field. Cain blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Narvaez has a batting line residing in there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Batting fifth. No left
Here's
fielder.
Ryan Braun now.
Ryan Braun.
He swings and grounds it to short, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
And the throw in gets away from him.
Batting seventh. The second baseman, Eric Sogard.
Here's Eric Sogard. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. In now, Adrian Hauser. And it's fouled away. And they're runners at the corners now. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is there, and he puts it away to stop. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1. He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 1 out, nobody on. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the. Go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1. Brandon Crawford digging in next. He popped out in his first trip. Now here it comes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Crawford rounds the bag at first, looking for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
A base hit in his first trip. Line to the right side. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. Here's Jake Marisnick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's one gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. High in the air into shallow left center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground. Ready to take his hacks again, Omar Narvaez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Lifted in the air out to right. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cespedes is going back at the track, and it's gone as they add still another. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Matt Carpenter. A bouncer up the middle. Rosario's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So 2 away in the Brewers' half of the third. And that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. He pulls this one into right. Conforto is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. We played 3 full. Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So here's Jeff McNeil. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
No balls and 1 strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. No runs, just one hit, one error in the game for the Mets thus far. Swing and a miss got him reaching. He makes the throw to first, 2 down. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Nat. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
I know it's cliche and it's tired.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Justin Smoke. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Marisnick going back to the track, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoke, number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Rick Porcello answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Adrian Hauser. Line drive snagged on a short hop on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. In now is Lorenzo Cain in his career against Porcello, batting a robust .350. He also has 1 home run. Davis has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Crawford. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Grounded to first, right to him, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 4. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's fouled away. No runs, just one hit, one error in the game for the Mets thus far. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Slow roller left side. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he clearly couldn't make up his mind on that one coming in. A swing and a miss.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The next 0-2 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the... Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Oh, my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. Into the box now, Ryan Braun. He swings and lines it to left. Cespedes is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
The third baseman, number 30.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And this is going to wind up as extra bases again as the Brewers just keep rolling. And he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into 2nd with a good piece of hitting.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from 2nd will stay put at 3rd, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Number 24, Avisail Garcia.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they just continue to pour it on here. Drew Pomeranz gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Line drive to center field. Marisnick is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now, Brandon Crawford. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able. Corbin Burns takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39.
Standing in, Jake Marisnick. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball into straightaway left. On the move is Braun. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Robinson Cano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
88 on a changeup. I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Too high, 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Pops this one up. Crawford is there. And that's the 3rd out. Mets leave 1. Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there's one down now. Digging in once again, Omar Narvaez. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
This guy's
a swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Braun. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that is off the wall. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
At the plate, Matt Carpenter. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Carpenter is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now.
And he will get there to make the running. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the 0-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Down in order go the Mets. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Eric Sogard. Here comes the first pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Dan, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Standing in now, Corbin Burns, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's 1 away. 1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And he fouls this one off. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. In the air out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. This is in the air out to right field. Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ramos gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Weak grounder down the line at third. There's Sogard for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Now that
Coming to the plate now, Jake Marisnick. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
number 4.
And that misses, ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jed Lowry goes down for out number 2 in the top half. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A bouncer to the left side. Crawford's got it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Paul Sewald comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. This is pulled into right. Oh, and he misses it. Around first, he's digging for second.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Hard hit ball to short, and that's through, a base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper, not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
The 0-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there, and it's in time to get him, but they do play to run on the play. Into the box, Eric Sogard. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Now at the plate, J.D. Davis starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Now back.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And they start him out away with a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Digging in now, Pete Alonso. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he falls behind 0-2. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Ball one, taken just off the inside.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
14-0 is the final in this one. Milwaukee launched 6 home runs as a team in the ballgame. Adrian Hauser wins his 3rd of the season as he gives up only 1 hit in 5 innings of work. Marcus Stroman permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Eric Lauer, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now in the box, Ahmed Rosario. And we are set for baseball here this evening. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here it comes. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. Freezes him, a strikeout looking.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Sogard has it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Yelich is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So not much happening. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
Here comes the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. In is Christian Yelich, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Again, a 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Wilson Ramos is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. Garcia on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Striding into the box, Michael Conforto. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back? A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Jed Jerko now. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's hitless in 6 tries. Ground ball left side. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. At the plate, Manny Pena, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swing and a ground ball to third. Davis has got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's Matt Carpenter, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So he got him swinging. Yoenis Cespedes goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. No balls and 1 strike. unable to find the zone with the slider. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Batting 9.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher steps in next. It'll be Steven Matz. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Fouled off. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side. Brandon Crawford digging in next as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Brandon Crawford.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Batting 9. The pitcher, Eric Lauer.
So now to the plate, Eric Lauer. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they'll make sure this stays foul down the line, and that becomes the first down of the inning.
Center fielder.
At the plate, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. The runner from 3rd crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Up next to the wall.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing, makes for a fun clubhouse.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And that'll score the run from 3rd as they go up 2-0 now.
Number 24, Avisail.
So here's Avisail Garcia. Line towards center field. Marisnick is there. 2 gone. Here's Jed Jerko now, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
The sinker is still a great pitch in the game of baseball, but it's really effective when it's down in the zone. When it stays up like that one did, they go a long ways.
Now batting.
Into the box, Manny Pena.
Manny.
As he hits one on a line to left field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
Stepping in now, Eric Lauer. Davis grabs it cleanly. McNeil at second to finish off the fourth. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single. J.D. Davis the next at bat, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Davis, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Here's Eric Sogard.
Second baseman.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all...
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit to right. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball.
Oh, he gets a glove on it here to knock it down. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Into the box now, Manny Pena, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Hit down the third base line. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Matt Carpenter, he's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider. Gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Ripped on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Dan, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps.
And the catcher grabs it to retire. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he falls behind 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now another 0-2. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Garcia has a read on it. Makes the play, one away. Digging in, Michael Conforto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a curveball drops in there for strike one.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Number 52.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Cespedes behind the ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is under it. And the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2. Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here it comes. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. Number 23 for him thus far as the blowout continues. So here is Avisail Garcia. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Cespedes. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ready for another chance? Jed Jerko. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. Davis brings it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again. Manny Pena. He was a ground out victim last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is line to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And then here's Jake Marisnick. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In there, 0-1. Rosario leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down. Oh.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3 and Justin Wilson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Matt Carpenter will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, if you'd have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Into the box now, Brandon Crawford, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Wilson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tyrone Taylor. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting, second baseman, Eric.
At the plate now, Eric Sogard, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
The right fielder.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marisnick going back, still ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field, his 2nd of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Paul Sewell gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Avisail Garcia. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Gone! back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Avisail Garcia has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
The first baseman, number 5.
So now to the plate, Jed Jerko. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. In now, Manny Pena, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Davis is there to put it away and finally. So digging in now, Jeff McNeil 0-for-2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Pete Alonso is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And right into the shift, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So striding in, Wilson Ramos. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts. Matt Carpenter will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 4th in the ballgame as the blowout continues.
Talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Dylan Tenses enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Brandon Crawford. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. He's got it one away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ray Black, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Brock Holt will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Brewers, number 32, Brock Holt.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marisnick. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batter, center fielder.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Tyrone Taylor. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance. Brett Anderson is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Anderson is under it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Here's a bouncing ball headed for Crawford at short. On to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Ready for another shot now, Jake Marisnick. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name. Striding in once again, Eric Sogard singled home a run in his last time up.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And here's Christian Yelich now. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. It's last at.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Avisail Garcia. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Line towards center field. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Standing in now, Jed Jerko. Line drive base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at 3rd, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Next for Milwaukee, Matt Carpenter. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that
and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 5th in this game as this lead got even wider.
That's it. I'm out of here. 5 home runs in one game. That's insane. Couple of things I know for sure. He needs to buy a lottery ticket on the way home from the ballpark and keep his phone on at all times. Cooperstown should be calling.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Edwin Diaz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Eduardo Nunez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. 4 hits already in this one, and looking for number 5 here. Lined into right, a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Stepping in now, Brett Anderson. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Marisnick. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's a chopper foul over to the right side. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Mets down to their final out now, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. He brings it in, and the Brewers will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
27-0 the final tonight. The Brewers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Eric Lauer notches his 3rd win of the year as he gives up only 1 hit in 5 innings of work. Steven Matz allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in a losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.